ewo ho no mana say etwagu ewo ho into social media platform ne so nyina obetim de wadwenkyere afa ho no maba na me so makenkan e de amount kama eni die mu makasa no eho ente emfama me obisi yabana uti efe na me so mamenda e possible beauty house omo na mama ho efe sa it's possible ewo spinters inti ufi spinters manage junction ho na ko straighter like ma e ho no mo a oya adjacent like ma ho no man tin chen ho no ma ho na e possible want me sell ko na so enwi bi a wo pi bi a wo de wani asoso bi an ko okwa wo benya bi se physical say so a uti no beje measurement bibia bebia or set distance na nye barrier nti bebia wo bia wo de just place your order obeye ne kama no de amount adwuma so ho say to so your barber so your pedicure manicure obe so your makeup or your bride me so kwana koda no obeye ni nyina photo shoot bi na wo yen so a friend occasion a wo ko bi o here makeup on so obeye ne sanso e de amount nti ne open luxury hair enwi a Kodai Possible Beauty House. Freno was 0246811026 0246811026. Na me any just someone me pe and as I dear e ma me pe possible ne say onim said ye sini nipa it's and the customer relationship top notch. Nti wo pe baby akwa ye be ye wo so hima na so hene dia any na Possible Beauty House. E ho na metimi akamfo e de amount sa so ena matade e hye me de eye part mofas ene your friend part vintage enti part na apa matade na me so de no me so show complexion no pe fabric no de apa matade ndi amount inse wo tie bi opam so a wan kasa to me say e hye papa enti ene ko na won so ko dan eye part na won pa matade emfa mount ogba we udru ba we atop base ho no ma agent top base ho our friend was 0242653361 0242653361 so ena adofo bi di wo ma woda na ma mentim free ho ne mfem common nhyehyɛ so happy birthday to Emmanuel Poku Mensa from your parents Nana Busu and Abigail Poku Mensa all from Germany inti wa wo for mo Germany eye Nana Emmanuel Opoku Mensa ima wo ma me no papa eye mo Germany so ma happy birthday na me won show won tene ni mama na wonye wakoma so ade nyina so enfamos aso and a happy birthday to Honorable Robert Kwache, former MC Asante Achem Central from Pius Beidu Bansan our Despite Media also ma happy birthday nyame inshaw so nyame inshaw pa openi na wonye wo kese pa entiate awode free honom de zooming in into your discussion and I'm super excited this and say unim dini obeka me say o you be me panase me pa from afar into no obeka me say I'm so honored so me hono ofia say Honorable Catherine Ablema Afeku miss Honorable dina Ablema o say abena o but when say obi pim western region abena no sa na ye kan I think say Zima ye kan Ablema o me name no abena enti e kan one say former Minister of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts and senior member of Ken campaign. Nzo Honorable Kennedy Agyapong ni bra wa bre say wo ko tu frank ama New Patriotic Party nyame adoma me de be na wo kye no eye Honorable Catherine e boni chidom pa enya asem keto enti ne ye be hu die enti a amount 5 ni nyina say Honorable Ken na ene edi na chi opia na say onko na yento abama no onye flag bearer na onko jinkunim die New Patriotic Party Honorable me watch na say
Abina mejo so
bibi aboko de
happy new year
many happy returns
2026 year share baby
no credit
till they can wa ma wa fisher pa
I think commit
and you're looking beautiful
thank you member canon na ona member canon de na wedding card share forever young what is your secret dear partner secret
I adom
oh wow
solely grace
oh my fair
adom
because I want to say me say sweet well where sweet is the sweet well
me I'm inspired by your grace.
Hey,
oh my smile. No, I don't feel I'm catch us me try. Your boyfriend I'm okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
Very well.
Me that say pa. And then you share what why you also for our share banner and to say kwansra ejumedie so banner creative arts any idea na wo yo bia na ubo homodin ye pa e wo hono ansa na e sa reshuffle no eba obi beka say dia na ubu nkomposhe we chia beka say that time na wo ye opanyin na wo da no wo ye ya enei no say what one ma wo ye so fulfilled say utimi e ma sa de ne bai
edi kan medase mechia wahwefo na etiefo na mi wura mu ya mo partner station ba ko Nzima aja my Nzima ni de o say me bo mo abaso Nzima FM almost mo fa live say you come for so if you loop and Nzima FM for ye damase say mwanya kwenya na mo project mini abna wo ba no tourism sector na ahobrasimu ayewra kofado ehwe Ghana emu nyina satam ne number 31 million na kofa Nzima ni akola ba ko beka na mamu hu me call hono policies bebre ya me da so hodai eni mpani for dwendwen ho de me kaya I feel very very proud is year of return year of return and it dear sabe the Ghana kodum pempensu bia obenhu says is ya no abaye standard African countries ni bi kwaya na bebre sabe afrey sabe boayen yina wo ye no mo ye ni sen and it's gratifying say mawo eni jesu nko bi say on my Ghana wo hwe ya bakosama 60s ni mu enkroma fi abrochire ba ye no ototo safre ma comex no ne ye friend Cassius Clay Muhammad Ali no empenifo kokudam aba Martin Luther King no nyina my angel mpodo tu betina anti sa yemfa yenuanum fi no amra mebu nkompon no na ekoso but not at that large scale a see 2019 into no year one of the flagship legacy program and project ye be kan bakose mo Ghana ye yakona nchima ba no da bia o mo kan me ka say oh rei ena ba akoso a still na wo ho ye see Ghana eat Ghana and wear Ghana and no so ye de bia me kan obi o ya de so obo na baso mi share abrenti friend no Datsun na o ye wango travel ansa na me be converting no o company for ye de ne ba say bibie ni o ma so bi chrekere no akwan ya o de be yi ni nsema no nti ni nsem kamu no ena mimi nya asadwe so say oh me de nkrofoti kwan do mo ko Mount Afaja to me yewe ena me kwa me ye aduane so ma ho mo ena hwe atare hwe me tambia me hwe Ghana atare nte hono ena sa precept so this guy is making people see Ghana. And when he travels with them, they eat Ghana. And at the end of the day, he's wearing Ghana. So I penned it down, saying, that's a vetting for Ebie Kwayemaya. So we worked with that, and it was very, very successful. Okay. And no, but year of return, okay. So we share a Breno, Nasa Nema, we say, Baya, Reshuffle on a Bayano. Emma wo feel is ade wodjuma nso eni ntine ma ye yiwa na de bi o se yenum bia ye nyiwa ma no ne no me kai pa se woni aba ba commiss gi om ye na bebre ebuafu na den na o ye adwuma na me se motiase a me ye adwuma e wa America okay wo wura adwuma mu a adwuma na nya wo dia Ghana no CEO ne ye president and esuafo ye workers enti ono na e wo constitution no he has the prerogative to appoint and disappoint. Into who and found more was a wodia. You're just a part of the system. Into Sanyame and Adam now or no na dream ceremony in pending for say, you be you if you had Obekoa, Odanasi, now what you remember, it's a privilege to serve in somebody's government. And your proprietary, no more, I mean, when you take it too personal now, it makes you petty. Because eduma na nya odia
nti beka sasa bre na yeyi wo no
Debbie kra me makoma mu no when your opportunity kra say 2 days and how they say ya it's in history say me buy was a former tourism minister one can say former tourism minister na we try 2 years no the record is there. You were a former tourism minister and it's a privilege baby a me fino 60s no mu nya minister. So from 60s to 2017, it's quite a record.
Wow.
It's an achievement and it's a privilege. So baby you fee I watch me a page I do baby say Anka was a cabinet minister. So every 1 week cry. I said baby I made that Iraqo for and in penning for a canning one on my massa. So for me, I made my mark and I made history.
Okay.
That's enough for me.
Okay. Now, what can I say? A year of return. No, later, maybe beyond
the return.
Yes. Are there start changing?
Because we had already crossed 2019. So it's 2019. Now you 400 years. You di yenuanom you busuan for across say Atlantic no into a year 1619 to 2019. Till D 2019 we was the first ship a day yenuanom be quite Jamestown or Virginia. Into omono Jamestown to Jamestown. Omo buy before penny for kakra buy into 2019 pound now untumi nkase year of return egu. So we have to come up with a new policy that now we are looking at beyond the return. Into no na yera be ku Santana no so no shemukina pia ebedu mrebi so no you come up with something because Ghana no me the tourism at Makoma so see a branding. Ghana is the center of the world. Uko nkro bebre Kenya, magical Kenya, Zimbabwe falls into Ghana no ye de no see a brand. And you can easily go to beyond the return, year of return, then you go to Ghana, center of the world. You're very hospitable. Akwaba no, ye DNA. But who ton ikurazi? It's a chrono dosu. Tourism dollars na ko baby ah. Nti also we unique marketing brand bia. Wo bo Ghana.
Boy ani hu se we ewo ho.
Nti no name say be next phase of our tourism journey. But for now I think the Akwaba, the year of return, 30 December.
So back to that, out of that year of return, beyond the return, and a 30 December. And so if you mobile year now,
there be 30 December no, and no about 2016. And say beba bemo. Brantiwa ofi Nigeria. Mr. Easy.
Mr. Easy.
No, no, that you rave, that you no evolve. Yeah, me wa bem December. GH December GH nti na no nye ne de December no se nipa de oyadia o se we de credit ma no enye yen ya ban ne ba ya de bae. It started into no yen wo dome ho no era Bishop Duncan Williamson chain ho no nti eye ono ena minim say because me Michiano e Fiesta Royal said ebisa no emunsam ene kra tu kwan call me constituency say be hwe Ghana no afana ne bebre so abetu aye wadwuma bi ho nti that's what I know. Ye dey shame kina na December in GH. Okay. Now boom. So we have the 30 December, we have the beyond the return, and still the year of return because a symbolic bebre no eba because after 400 years now so we now Kofi. But we need to brand Ghana. Okay. It is here Ghana, the most hospitable nation. Ghana, center of the world. Ghana, welcoming. So there has to be a tagline. Okay. Obia obetibiano obetumi, and it takes time. Focus group ninkrofobe kasana adwin ayebako, but over and over no center of the world no attractive. Okay. Yes, I see. So because see mama nko Ghana yes center of the world mama nko abehwe de ekoso na esida ye wa ba mu 2018 the Queen of Denmark ebaha na me ne chieftaincy minister at that time no ye no chaperone into ono no e kan abakosem say ne papa no ne nananom na ye osu Christianborg castle no mo ya aware say meridian no e fa ha ntia de ne ko ba himani yi ni pabogu it's in the sea. So there is just a symbolic stone be water maport until nante from Bedinsa Ekokan or Born say Nananom Edisa and common say Nebwa marine voyages. So it is something that Ghana can claim center of the world.
Last December we had any dear what's in a pie 30 December. Yes. Emma Binuma Akasa Edia Fan say is it a Ghana 30 December and then you say no more dirty or more ankasa be shata be beshania. Do you think that is the focus? That is how I see a project, even if say Abranti webi ne sha se ana edina se evolve ya babedrusa now na se eni ekoso ne se de si dwene any appearances aya na efrimu eba no. Do you think that's the right thing?
Also Ghana no ye omaya amamre wom the tradition and to nasi but we no call New Orleans for America Mardi Gras. It's ye bibi before they require a fancy dress no mayana the tourism revenue e macro no we know it can be repackaged so you do investment forum omo bano yes nsanom na aduane die ne fashion ne keke but you can add
honorable fashion no na question mark
because you can repackage because generation na eba no we try say we be show mo susu bebra the redirect Afeku Santana de obedi madase ye ba ba South African government etwa ticket ma ye musicians ne stars no ma omo free Akoton South Africa. It's a way in a marketing strategy, but you have to find a very nice way to refocus the energy. One more bar, or see our investment forums, apart from tours, you know, or see a no more in Crow outside Accra, and also say, Abia tour within Ghana, and I say, ye partnership in small scale industries, focus na but trying to regulate the freedom of association, any constitution chapter 5 of our constitution, your freedom of association. Inti ya waso fo bebre, ya wo opinion leaders bebre, ya bepe kwan pa bi so a ubebu omo be se ntare bi wo ho a se bi mpreduasa anu shikakra. But you cannot regulate freedom of association, and it also is attached to economic activity. Policy obetumi aye, if we focus more on the see Ghana, eat Ghana, and wear Ghana, then you move to tourism investment. Nti nipa na ba no say 10,000 bi no de buy onim say obetumi aton asase bi wo onim say obetumi anya business oni scanning na na anigem. So it's just redirecting the enthusiasm na mebunu no ede ba obi atwa ticket to America waba wati Ghana oba ne average sky $4,000 obi di nyina sika na beka how na say wo kire ni say oh ebi obetumi to shares e wo despite mo nti obetumi asan aba oh ebi obetumi no obi aye cocoa cane investment and as a tiger nut and as a BB yes. So that is the next level like between no my no ka say abina atare na wo share no enya o maybe obeko Bali e wo de otumi kura say be thank you. So we need to package it well without giving moral restrictions.
Okay.
You can redirect, but you cannot impose these moral things. No. A strategy. One can yes a while background in with you. Opie now you metupon or maybe
Baka kasa
oh yeah but nine I was so back was there's a biblia. There is a way on be ma ebusuafo a wo mo ba a relationship no ene ye kasa kwa on be hu se amamre bi wo kro we mu a entare bi wo ho a ya amamre no ene ni ebura wo nim ko madigra me makobia enoma hunu anohye pa so afi bia wo mo ko nanti wo ba ni sei no ne atudi se efra wa bena subai we ne abena no enko so obinya enuhu bi ne ntiase na ko ye ne mra kase se na ye krom ha ye nhye we obeko South Africa omo hye obeko Bali saskana ka obe spend wa ha no obeko nti we need to repackage our values to suit the new generation and their enthusiasm.
Okay. Yesha banyi ba ye afi mueni and last year so ye December make I before prior to a festivity no and jinema bi koso ana ye Dr. Nkrumah the birthday and I make I say ministry no eba Western region my activities be break also you being a former minister on that for that sector no a sign na were you happy obeka say and also be so obeka say nyame na me ye dia eni bi ankoyi mamenje wa
I was there. I participated. Yes, you knew about. I was there and I participated fully. Afeku Santana ni Ramabo and Mabaso. By virtue of being a tourism aficionado. I project Ghana. Mantenefi. Me ko bi me chantumana or ntumano kra mi GB. If rebi. HSM me Ghana ni mapa. But most importantly, I love the tourism. Nti ba no mo bae no me ginam na saka no metonyom ne ko botre. Now me
also you think that sometimes a true point to be I see a devoid of politics.
Of course.
Na idea of national interest.
We have to rally around it. And into that me call me from me toma me jine mu bi say we ye ton Ghana and na yewra me brother Amaboaso did a good job. They renovated in Nkrumah's original birth tomb no maybe ana or once Rollins mo be ban crying no and na o ma me fie areas nya say the honi enyi enti in mo abakosam. They did a very good job. So now it's a tourism destination. Oba Ghana na say wo mre no so kakra. Then you have to come to Nkrofo and see how it was like where the first president grew up. Hey, tourism, we go Washington, I go Lincoln Memorial. So we are Democrat, we are Republican, and found. So we cannot divide this nation on political lines. Tourism, no Brunino, Bibino, no Ba, or political ideology. So I made that bold statement. I was there. I went through it all. Okay. I'm an EJ so oh, so it was good. And it should be repeated. Amplified. And then the into traffic, management of the traffic became a problem. We did 3 hours from a junction to this, almost 3 hours for just 2 kilometers. It was scary. Whoa. Yeah, I mean it's good publicity, but we can manage it well. And be a casting in Afeku baby na yen nante. So a lot of things can be done. As a bus is going to be then you park in Asiama and then you walk down. Okay. So but it was a very successful program. Okay. Very.
Now everyone yembra mo party mo.
Yes. The new patriotic party.
Hey. So what can with pride?
Hey, that's no one. Hey,
sir.
I've been here for almost 22 years now.
Okay. Internet is a near or friends up in all the other hall. Okay. Yes,
Bukra.
Nkugua.
Yes.
Mudiye. Year 2024 abatwa ekoso. Abra ekoba said that time flag bearer concede ye no. Now wo hefa.
Now we were Coalition Center. I was running 2024 as a candidate, going back again. Now victory now amano name warrior, but the defeat was devastating. Ubio MPP ni sabi ne fika kra wako akensi da. Je firm no say one kind of credit say it was traumatizing na leadership and what touch makakra. It was a big blow. Made them friend with tsunami. It was a tsunami. 276 constituencies, you lose 199 seats in the net to say the mango to top. It was devastating. Into no credit back up. Me na me Coalition Center. You be 2 a.m. Now we see so you frefre you sahanye you say and hina it's about 8 a.m. Now you're going to grab the quality because you're overseas territory in Sionechi, Cobra our side, but still no. Now to me as a parliamentary and they say you have 120 polling stations, you add it together, even if it's 1 vote difference, it's a win or lose. But presidential no see a train Emma 276 at least. By 250 kraba, then you can do your projections and realize say yeah, I spoke to the national security at that time. No, because trickling it doesn't look good. But he was not definitive. Say, train say easy. Mami Jane officially at the better say marry. And then people when you say no paper antimeno na sana na mi wo. It has to be officially declared. But manisa and no abesinko. But it was a big blow for the party. It was big.
Ubu enkompo ehwe constituency na sabre no ugina ye na uhwe mu abakwasem. August 2024 aba sabre no ugina ye wunya ye no ode toto afia esen twa mu a eno so na margin it say.
The strange thing is meme hono every 4 years I augment. Started 2008 16,000 2012 no when I think it was more than I got 12,600 11,600 the first time, and then the second one 13,400, then the third one 16,000, the fourth one 19,000. Every 4 years me vote in the constitution traditionally Akufo-Addo as the candidate I was always 1,500 above his vote into from time imagine 08 12 16 20 2024 yes.
As a person,
as a candidate,
but not president.
And then you're present as a person. It's the party.
The party.
So Zima is predominantly a CPP enclave traditionally.
Okay.
But antecedents no ewo ho. Nti nipa na ogina no no mo
na so de no eto bi as NDC candidate no oba na margin it say
1,004 sometimes less. Nti gaps no na enso even winning no we win a difference of 2,000 or less. Yeah, it's always been way no cry na 2,200 and something. Yeah, and this is like with the tsunami. Nti your dynamics no different. Yeah, typical safe seat for the new patriotic party. But every 4 years,
now appreciate,
and then the presidential diminishes. But we know, even between me and candidate Bawumia, there was a difference of 1,500. Yes, so it happens all the time.
Were you shocked? Eba say we lose your seat, no?
Not really. I was say we a politician, I a veteran. Me ma call 5 times. Me wini mienu, me lose miensa. Now what say? Uko joma say yento mamu. Nti eya omo asebe, omo mo tie, omo she coat. Eya no omo cancer. We think they are joking. Who read joma? Madam Afi yento ma. When are you doing? I'm party ni yento mamu. Now, so you have to go overdrive. Oh, Miss Ram, muko to mami. Na manto ameku na mengo ameko yede. Yes, so you meet elders in the way they are alive. Will be sound mekachiro. So mo kuo ni dia fi yento mamu, and it's just a host of things. So we knew, but you're a politician. I have this crazy illusion. Say,
in denial.
Snippets no they never across board. Uko baby now we nyasa sentiment no. Say enja na kufoka. And I remember when the afforestation issue be and me hono so the gold mranti ni abesho amonioma. So there were a lot of things that precipitated, and then we crying you $2. So you know if you fall aqua 17. So there were a lot of issues, but you hope beyond hope is obe winning. Obia ni wa election audition it himself. And that is the political illusion.
But because people on money say it's so glaring.
Not for a politician. Not for a politician.
I'm blocking
baby. Who be sa waka baby dan lati. We are quite election or win him so be winning. And that is what I call the political illusion.
Okay.
Who are politics no more? Be anywhere chesa we there and could go and that also insulates us. So who can say now you're already defeated.
And
you have to have a political mindset.
Okay. So now do you Obaka say nkugo na ba ye no eye factors bebre na keka bo mu a e de san nkugo ne ba ye na say so what say na Obaka say even make up me lose there, but so we share the general thing na we say the particular thing na no pa na e gina ye e wo nkugo no mu pa
say my call video bebre so me from my experience, I was a spokesperson. We've been through a lot of elections. Factors no na bebre, but they did more concern the economy. And no di nchinchiba ban enyoba bebre but no was a what tin bebre obi otijom enka GDP enka inflation we ka cho say enyoma no aboa yede and na okodwom kra odwetre no ehye. So that is the economy. So what nyoma be 20 if I say no you one and sana, but it cannot be just the only thing. Then you are being disingenuous.
Okay, and one more MPs no mo come who boom sabre no eko omampanyin ho no say on sesa former finance minister at that time finance minister no honorable Ken of Right and how can be
Dabi
honorable unim say kan sika sem
na me di parliament as 2020 to 2024
2024 no win parliament. Okay, but now now say were you in support of
I was fully in support of it because omuna representatives of the people. I do aba abem. Into minimum I think there may be some audios out. I did. I supported the 88. They were brave. And I'm catch papa I and I remember because I recall they had a meeting or say Mkamunya Butre Kakrana IMF round and then that came and passed, and then so the agitation started. I was there. I mean, at this maturity level, it could have been a very swift decision. That's a way Kakra, Odi 1 week cry finance minister. Until when the majority na city for so na mokasa no MPs and kasana no one vote or no. So we needed to have paid heed to that. So mrantie sisi ene portfolio fufro bi mane na e-levy and also hard drink kakra nti saa nyome, and it all comes back to the economy. It is be almost a sana. In hindsight would be ni much na. That's almost a sana ke ebia can say I cannot be emphatic, but it is part of the what if, what could have happened. It played a role. Okay. It played a role because why would you sacrifice 88 MPs for one person? For what?
And do you think so? Then it means that as I say, a day some money being so a bo or man paying this abreno. Oh no, my just say or dragging the feet on that. I don't. It was a baby. You do say, "I got 10 days." Near koyi or kind for. I don't want to be part of the blame game culture for no. Within the man penny and fear and assessment here. It is to tie into who will be the next best leader. I obedi adie. Into if you ask my opinion at that time, say be changing, but I don't want to apportion blame.
But
don't you think so? Sometimes the way the root cause it becomes a problem.
Well, the root cause is we lost the electorate. You know, catch and say you can't say munye and then no punishment in the opposed. You know, and going back to a statesman who has been in the trenches for almost 30 years, it will be disrespectful on my part. Me means to source our politics. Will be something. I'm very objective. At that time, you know, utie womo no case and kamo mama America cry. Now or IMF round talks in Libya and they do so na amaso. No played a role, but to go back and blame Openia Sebi, yedi on my money in a ashen then you are being disrespectful. When we value sinibino, your mamre wo crew mu. Sebe yentu mi nyina ye papa nim kase mpabwati. Ye nyenisa. That is where I come from. If you want to go through what made us lose, those were some of the factors. Who do you blame? The voters punished us. So there's no need.
Munyina mu take blame na munyina no.
Nyina na ye wa MPP no mu. Wo kan obi akwadwo de no na wo ballot no so ntene. I say bibi ehwe egu. Do ti jade no oye ma chance on na ebi apportioning of the blame no. Bebre be ko no. But it is not necessary. Bibi ye do no. Yes our homework no. Michael Kwe report aba. So hu yo we hu wo maye. Me and I'm not in a privileged position to find out, but based on recommendations nibi party ni dia juma so it's 10 days ya okay abena ye yo candy for or ba de cheche no obetentin no ntokwa ye be ko 2028 no enye betesa o ye wa ban mukra no anye yi na se sia na ndc aba eseja ukodwomu a the Otimadina market say been paid as $1 no kura on fe bin ton ade mama dollar what so it's going to be an uphill battle to face the goodwill that still no yantete ni omasu bia ho so wu rem sese na ko gina market and I mean what momo no e dey na mo ye nti entete nko papa so you need a leader who brings something different, something fresh. Otherwise it can't be business as usual. It will be an uphill battle. So we are veteran. Also, who picture na ye komuno. Now, yes, ye kotonyum ye kosa. No, we have to be very strategic to wrestle power from a group that sat back for 8 years. Okay. Now, talking about someone here, and beteso, Emma Moina say we are a senior member, Emma Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Obeka say among a 5 aspirants in Nina, ono na wuhune say obetimi ejitumi e de amam. Undoubtedly, yes. Me makumamu enumni nyina almost a fata ye nyina ye kwa kan say we internal enmity nankasa ye political enmity na ye nuanu me we NDC we da ye busia na konwa ato na ye pe okandifo a wotena so a obetumi edi okonanim akwaji tumi aba me asase numni nyina no ahobrase mu ame makumamu me say ye de yewura Kennedy Ohene Agyapong ba obewi ni nyese wo kan keke say emotional no. It is backed by facts. A facts are not ebi. Me ma o sape abina me makwa elections embrenum say a Ghana no omo doso eye mebunu womo ade a ha womo eye adwuma say me maye adwuma pen nti say bibia madu say Yewra Kennedy okobie adwuma ewo me mpeso aso a me menye bi na emebunu ewo ho between 8 and 35 osori anopa ni se sumna no won to me nye bibia no he gives them hope ono na the message no it resonates with the grassroots. Obi Ekokana Samba Kennedy has been consistent. Jobs, creation of jobs, industrializing to create jobs. On DVAT, and sa wait to say, could you say no? And you're part of the team and in the messaging. It's about jobs. Me the benito from pa bena Mako election 08, Mako be 12. Makobi 16, Makobi 20, Makobi 2024. Oko forma nipa dodo no de omu kanu ena ho brasima o ye politician say otie. Uko joma yesiken. Ye ntan obi a omu ntan obi a o ye shoe make ojo ye man fakela ba de nto. So yes boss yate. Oko asori a man fakela ma ebe de amamu ma mate. E ma kuofo bompa ye club say man fakela mra na ye nto. So you have to listen to the base. And then the padodo no I work from no and na kasa eno nche se wo mo etan obi enum ni nyina no de obedi no em se o chena mo beko meeting so mo nya sa pact no se de obedi mo nyina mo be den mo be ka bo na mo di na chi se de 2023 na mom only one will emerge a winner into at my stature and age and experience baby amedu na say mean to me en why na nka say ye way mom and ye de ko ebenya na just am being disingenuous into me no research kakra me ankasa maye
ewo wo mpesua so
and na baby bebre no we no mo kasa but me I was there just 1 week ago ko ye adwuma kakra we share almost madam ye de nyina na na ye waka no na wo and na ba na be ka che say ye nyisi nti say wa ba wo na wo kasa etie. I've been holding that place for 20 years. Into Amubrasimu Wakasa, Womoso, Ejo Feso. Into no crepa there, we will get over 60% in my constituency. And it's going to be the same across MPC Bebre Omunim. One more qua, no money delegates, some catches here, and you have to respect their decision. Even
MPs now,
their decision.
Even MPs, what MPs in Bebre, even woman now, woman declare support a Dr. Bob. Omunim say
bebre
fomo no
bebre na se nyina na yatikure mu kwa yi a wote ukọ wasori a wote ukọ dwoma wote wo ye campaign a wote wo hia wo mukra okukuam na waka bibia cha wo hwe wo manim a wo se
ade eye den na wo so constituency mum e ko determine obi constituency make say bia wo nko eye den na wo se de wo mpesua so wo ka say honorable Kenon Peno enu nti na bebre na anim so mo so de nsa no
TV any etie radio any edi yan so nkomo agro we no eti say yabusuako enti me mete enzema na ma frame nua bi ewo bono na ma bisa ja what says ade papa na na mo bodi di yo edi yan nkomo we have caucus we have platforms and we talk enti enya de je say wakotena wo dem na wachechire na me more constituency bi adin me si bebre and yenim de yeka because out of the 276 you know yes even within the ruling party we talk now for the why would you into entokwa bia ni yentem we to be friend with colleague ebi odun put down wo parliament and as onu so we fie no bisa and na wo hwe nipa dodo a ekuku dama epiepie o makofo mo na bes ade nyina ye a ye nyina ye ben na ye boa na be charge to mama ye we
epiepie sesen
oh no you were here Yewra keke saponom Yewra boafonom GBA president amewunum esibe ye boanom abena oseyasare I mean I'm just mentioning those kwekukwa teams they car say party for ne nyina na ye wo baby na within the shortest time you know ya analyze us ade no say the air corner we need power se petu media ahobrasimu awuntan obia omo mugina nyina omo nyina ya danfofo na ye wo chance 2028 unim why Yewra Mahama no mining nyina door no e man no sa 2.1 deficit for MPP no on kopio wagina simpi so aka and a constitution no so no even if they were to change to bring a third term limit to Ghana affect one from 2028 onwards. So the rules are very clear. And this is going to go through what we went through in 2008. They are going to get a new candidate. They're going to go through their primaries. Primary biawoya acrimony kakrabeba. So omo san komoni nwie enche chere enwie no na chese nkaye no ochinechi ye candidate no so akwanenim kakra. So there is a very good chance, but etched in stone. Election be anywhere a year better. The me patch and say yentumi and secure 2028 a bad thing because team the new candidate but not to cross here. Then you're going to have to fight again. It will be after 8 years a bad thing. So this is our strategic opportune time. How do be a grassroots no base no penno a lotto near to election a win or lose. Why na wode ne kwa workers say wo adwuma mu ha epe. Why na wode kwa adwuma epe. Why na wode ne kwa asori for epe. Why na wode ne kwa boys epe, girls epe. Ubisa sisi a wotie be phone na bisa say pese de omo maka ne bi kwa omeka che ompeken. Yem frɛ obi a wonim no meso menim no just do an open. You see it. So
you think
the voices on the ground.
You think say it's not about say obi a oye popular. Our could be paying Ghana for enim no na say koba na nyese koba because obvious say more opponents or more the new face ene beba. Nso obi o munim no wo ballot sheet na so mo hu say ni pass me say nti ebema ne popularity na akwa ekiri. Enye no na mo hia. Na
no kra na wo say we ya no 2023 Yera Kennedy wokobi into about ballot no so
make the national.
It is not about the national, it's about your visibility sheet in the country. No ballot sheet I was 6 times I send dump him work or MP 6 terms.
I know they say
I'm telling you about Ghana.
I know about Afeku. This is a constituency.
Yes.
And a presidential and no yet the whole Ghana.
So let me help you with that. Omunum no mujina nyina obia akwa election da nti obia nimu a we fresh Agyapong kwabra Agyapong wakobi da presidential wakobi aduchum wako MP say the 4th term and away Brian wako MPT. They have all been on a ballot box and a ballot paper. It is an argument, it's not here or there. Obia nimu a we fresh per se wo munyina akwa da ballot paper so wo munyina akwa EC entity mu wo munyina ya to omo so abada wo hwe wo mu gina nyina Yera Kennedy na ye mo senior because we gina 6 times and a presidential ballot no wakọ primaries November 2023. So he's got an upper hand. Wo mu gina nyina and we winning 6 elections. Into strategies they do win election, you know. What they know to omo maka no ho or upper hand.
Ebano presidential dear back.
He was a presidential primary candidate.
Any primaries na meka a national presidential.
No, I am more national visible than omo maka nyina. Omo nyina na Kennedy dear. Akwala akro dey efumukra enim Kennedy. No ne Ghana first. And I me some of the attributes are here. So when it comes to the to be fair to omo mujina nyina obi our visibility and omo nyina so akobalo to soda omo nyina Yera cabinet Japan presidential prime minister say 2012 say 2008 no owum nti enye adefoforo and aduchum wako MPs enye adefoforo Brian Abetifi wako on put he's got more visibility on Sumum 50-50 50-50 omo yeah Kennedy akwa sent for 6 terms into obia ni race no mo or ye fresh face and a bano say if you're going to go by that logic now Kennedy has had more successes in elections than all of them into enye say presidential ballot is a ballot 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 assemblyman kura wakwa election da nti kind of visibility dey anko munum nyina dey say won dey obi abenya check wo message no how dey by 2024
now you
2028
now you jobs okay so be mama 3
yes and mama jobs the second one is very courageous. He's very bold and or pragmatic. And he has a message that resonates with the people. He's very bold. Bibia niwa Sebe Kennedy into me na ade bi nkoye wa ha obekata so amemu so eno na menu mi so akakra ba me Kai Rollins ye on my Ghana ya Fred Rollins Junior Jesus baby akebeka say blasphemy because of his courage and his boldness on put the etuo eka sa akukuduro no ana nipa ne hu ni say hey obi odi discipline beba he's patriotic hwe omo mu gina nyina obi asefata ba wo fa paper ne pen na wo bɔ no srem tifido e de besen kosi lubo Kennedy nsano philanthropy adwuma awo baby a etosu mienu Yewura Kennedy edin enye din foforo a obekọ KJT akobisa say na mo pe Kennedy is on hwan no he is grassroots champion. Okay. Kennedy akoda BNI because of our party menkomau eno no eye the middle name. He's patriotic, he's honest, and he's disciplined. Eno no eye nyoma bi a Yewura no ode aye ni hallmark ukosremu a sabi won fiwo enso teaching hospital where some generator said or the abufusho so call ya say monje plant wo ko 37 here we dem do akwa 37 here cardiothoracic center no say nyina ya MPP4 ye nyina ya omamu why na yi ni 6 million na de ko yesi ho nti wa kire su bi say minya akwanya metumi atrem na enwuma na o kana nya theory o ahyiama eno na me wa ahyiama ensure yes special eyes we dey bisa of asapon no bottle na ensure ni gumu no Yewura Kennedy when in factory na woye na woto na
omo ekoso
wo ho pa nya say yatum Ghana for eye adwuma ho onye nsuo ba plastic no ye he's created jobs and he's got the track record into so catch them mebu no say obe create jobs omo jinidi enye theory and enye wish list. I have the factories. When I am given the opportunity to lead, I will use that blueprint to do it in Ghana. Now, I'm there fair. Abena, I am my excited. Oko rounds are. Sahana maba. Sahadene wa ye kosege. Aye dian toast. When him say that okra paste, ye that ekra tomato juice. Oko milk koma tomato juice. Ifi say Holland say China. In toast air pro Ghana. Or say magia asasi wo mukro we mu. Jamie madam. Na se mo de akwanya na mamia na the factory si ya enye executives ya na ebeye enye party fo ya na ebeye nti he has the blueprint for success they to subio abena mo konyina obi a esefata Kennedy pe any executives na ye social contract oba o say krata we sign me so me sign nyame ye madom na me betina wa mo ye Ghana for and this for buy so mo fa di pagum o mo fi Burkina and o mo fi Mali o mo ye Ghana for ba obekom na party card kura no a you're not buying aba. You can't fold them. Okay. So yeah, ba. Yewura tefo be catch us say yes my name for party for. Also so sanyo man so. He will make sure that the grassroots na name wiemu na nsuo mu ayetutu nsuo gu omo so ye campaign no. Omo so benya omo nsan no adwuma ama bibi abafie. Because wo form a ebufo no da ho ye campaign ma mo a na mo kwa na mo nkae Kennedy say I will correct these wrongs. Into message na tasum ono ne message ni no me share that ntie omo maka no but Kennedy message no it brings hope, there is discipline and there is a sense of patriotism. Ye ko baby me krom na da biam the example ye ho kube buy no se mo motitia and otutu mai nyina so country wo kan motia and Nigeria for the trucks ebe tri kube finzima e de ko woni ma de omo de ye they
I think it's charcoal
briquette, toothpaste, flour, oil, and nyoma coconut nkwa eye no enyuma bayi na yentumi mie na mrantie eti ekrom na omunye adwuma nye na omubuefu aban bi it will be a thing of the past into wodi obi nam ekwa yenko obi anwasa ene emo obi adi ene emfa asem bi anto obi aso we afimu kuro we mu ye beye ede value aka ho nti omo tie no omo koto aba no omo decide we in the next 10 days our focus is on how to get them to the polling center, okay, how they're going to get there, and to make sure there's peace and cohesion in the party. Into yempe distraction bia. Okay. Aka 10 days abena. Omo kotwa no decide we. Nya fe na obeye manifesto foforo. You've had a whole year to campaign. Kennedy atutu ni no mewi. And our pledge. say nyame na esi hene 2023 minya 37% no kra no anko yi ama me tu eguye ekodi minu echi de obenya bia no me onu na bi na no aka 2nd January e wo Love Temple e wa sorry them okan say me Kennedy akompreko Agyapong say anko ama me a de obenya no ye nyina ye bedi echi bi so mo maka no so bi aka bia because onim say be kwama no I say Jacob and Esau onim say be kwama no enti on pese ahwete bi beba. We need to bring the forces together. Our common political enemy is the NDC, not Yaya Yejina. It is Akasano, a to Akumasu. And a baby no say, Washa, Ubia Canadian, Koba Nediano.
Okay, said the Cosro. Oh, no, but said the Okasa would do points. We say, why you so excited? Oh, because I got 10 days. Saturday bay. Ni wiki pepepe na modi akwa kwahwehwe so enti see ane de ese mo ye so focus mo pay distraction bia
so bibia
and what science so say about honorable Kennedy Agyapong we bold,
courageous,
very courageous,
pragmatic,
that was pragmatic,
honest,
and honest,
disciplined.
Okay, but 3 days ago,
yes,
and honorable can say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a liar.
Me pacho otifie and I know baby see we take things out of context.
Background no na enya wone boku delegate na ekasa wo rumor na camera ni there were videos about and now it's all over.
Okay,
I will address woman and that was where I say me free mobile say eye yera edubu ahem mo akasa mo panyina wenya na baby call.
Yes.
Na pomudinti and at that time primaries went to me and I think that was in relations to something like that. And do you know the emphasis is Adenabawumia a liar, sir. He's a liar. That wasn't true, he's a liar. Now if Dr. Bawumia camp or release letter say Umrame Pacho. Don't you think say you're confused, see maybe insult distraction with somebody being courageous? Baby no beka but now no must state it clearly say asem no kan no enya no kre enti omra me pacho. How do you respond to that?
Abena the pa we the one farm man ka beka say interview ya anye no say me buy nyina me emphasis on focus, no distraction, and the eye on the ball. 31st January 210,000 plus ebe to about 276 constituencies. So na meti hey Mati bebre manyeni nyina na obesoso and ye mo bi edin. There are certain regional chairmen, they go out and make some incendiary comments. Awuti TV ho sister me oba na ohwadwuru abrantie bi nidin koka on there say on position bi itumi bo nsema efi abrantie wanenum eba we ye penina wo party no mu na wotia na wo ye ma show say MPP ye kwani saying ni nyina no esan say ye ekuo na ye mpese ye de eja ebegum na ye focus on 31st January into e na ti say bad time oti bia na wa ye watu egu na etumi kwa edu level bia na afa de eye ameno de wo kan say be me hwew ba me hu tape no nyoma na ba WhatsApp say na do and I won't dispute what you are saying anytime I say my contest no I was share bokofo on Zoom because I do know say oye eyi ewusum na nipa bi sebe obi a otumi ewo ne ba etumi ka say Kennedy de was o mu bie ne tinimu and so many sister what here we don't have to repeat it on such a big platform and yet nti nka ebe ya nka me madwenchre in my experience and where we are at the juncture in the party nka me nua komia nka letter no crown pharmacy say 10 days na aka no me ne wo anwofewura enkomo kakra ye we say we are deviating and going into who said what eno na dey adwuma beba abena no so me you are no me ma prelude no
obi so beka
me letter ama focus on the
omo say bibia ankoka papa enye grade
meba okay me ma kwai na land na me ma rationale for not encouraging these things
enti woni ni say we ye penyina there are a lot of things you need to swallow and they said okay waka koka I can say only the brebia. So what is me na come I get to know of because I'm kind of kwakwa me say me ba chairman but enye wo no mpacho what I say exactly nti wo panyin sana wo de bia wo say pre bibi no don't you think say ensase wo so na me nya adwene sa ensase wo ka because kwakwa yes say koka a wo bo ni dini ene koka ya sesi e wo ka sesi e ya when nim ne sa. But as an aspirant dear, obi animo and a bus is in my body and there is a video and no hamo.
Mabena unim. Me say I say yes to jina popo no so na temptation no eba no. Me ameba no be me Roman you me Hail Mary and Sameba. The strategy is to distract and to move your eye off the ball. Okay. Me cause our line no so. We are focused. You can say who fat tapes of all the aspirants election yanko abena enko 40 kroma wo mu pa adwuma yo emrantie ewo edum race course kejetia enzemadwom agona nkwanta baabi bebre ya wo mani da so ane se yewura Kennedy ebebie factory ebebie adwuma na wanya bi aye sa Kofi say Kwame say no obi kura kwa se concern number 1 concern number 2 emfa adwuma ma into media me ne say mesrew so I am very focused. I am a senior member of his campaign and a yanka say meeting say sankomo we local station be focus on the ball. Don't get distracted because a temptation and a letter and a racist and I'm catch so he's courageous, he's very disciplined, he's very bold. Where we can we in Agyapong they who can after that make akwa me WhatsApp so me hu asem kro a C96 election mu a obi akoka say ewura Dubai na me share footage way back time na me what Ministry of Information Dubai in 92 yeah stolen verdict 96 okoye JH Mesa Kobi Safo Edu Kobi Selby Kobi J Kufo Kobi wenya nti I don't want to digress and focus on seven previous so mo nyame aton safre won. The eye on the ball is 31st January yeah kwa akoto aba dodo sen na Kennedy message ato omo akoma so dodo sen na wo mo be hye na niminyam na soma wasum grassroots mo a waboa party from 92 be si ne na wo mo hu se ekona no ayeden ye ya obi a oye kandini a wo de sword ni kura na won fa entoto form enu nini nkoma ya ebo 10 days aka ya bena me fi ha aka me na me enu pe won kra me ko mikro me ko tena ho e police station for edi nkoma munka yo party baby edi we at a crossroad enye de sabe chairman fo bi akotena edi microphone so mo ni makekeka no never to check nyina for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. See, yes, don't to only one no onto bo emoban. So we can't go there. Party way make us such a moment focused. 31st January. And no need make or break. Now, Kwame say congratulatory letter. And no need victory remember. We refuse to dabble into go and say this, go and say that. No. The Michael Kwe report in the car, you know. Kakra pie, you know. And no one among a year to 31st January. Na party, no. Ejin jamano. Yet to me, I can nip a boom. One more jaya na bench. One more buofu. One more te one more dear. You have to have a unifier who will bring the factions together to get victory. Me, ne ma pam for. Ni ye ya. Yetie afutuo efi ye senior advisors wo ayedi ye rakenechi no we are focused, we are working towards victory on the 31st of January. Now maybe peni bi kabrofobi as we name Catherine, when your message is weak your violent plans will expose you. I'm say hey we dey ka we are plagiarism ye fa sa no mani mem ye busuako ye di efie nkomo na ye me catch say me so so na wake na me catch say me person who say asem o kan me ye no ye party ma
because at the end of the day no so what can say go be won fin after the primaries. And how do you bring everybody on board?
Sesiano today is 10 days to D-Day and penny for a be shower ochina na ya to formation among say Agyapong. We have to be a money. We have to be a money. We are yin and some romance for all have fallen short of the glory of God. We have sinned, and the wages of sins is death. Nti ye betwa so ochina. Empanifo ni nyina abekọ. Advice
for the peace pact.
Yes, advice be enjoy the otutu gum say na maybe the make chem ni pasa ma ne nkọ. E ma ne say it's one party, one family. Koka oboso asem wo ho na fa wo nsa hye krata ase se Kennedy nya meboa. Se Kwame nya meboa. Se akompre kunya meboa. Na yen so yemu yen hage ye ho. Cause yeti hey ye ni NDC for na be kontokwa enye internal contest nti afutuo no be ba ochina ba emaye nsoso enkeje nwum se koka kwase ena we akase ena region chairman bi se ehia enfa adwuma emma youth no.
Okay,
so me where I sit as a senior member as is of this party, I would urge all contestants to rein in their supporters and say focus.
Okay.
Focus.
Now, one more,
focus.
60% our constituency. Overall, no. Motu abani we are saying that ususu say because also grassroots say those can so be as
when ya chipa say compare ko beba sa me constituency o say when serving previous minimum me fi free ho me gina abato nti me ka me dia me ka me ho na Ghana no see nyina TV etie research fo eja abefu computer fo ya omo de omunim de wa research ya 3 days in a row obi about Kennedy 52 plus Kennedy 50 plus kenti say you
trust suppose no
hey sister obi akoye na adwuma Sasha so mobile almost 17%. You know more than chinye. As far back as August, almost Kennedy benya 17%. And they saying research for now, so benya 52 point something. Yeah, what they bar? You trimu nyede. And we are not relaxing. We are focused. Workers so benya 100% crutch na ebe yejuma. Ahumachi ye frefre. Ye ni delegate kasa until the whistle is blown. Yeah, nye relent ibi azena na urefi yura say dunketia. Day I call Elwa because we are leading, you say
comfortably.
Because he say, "In this man, you take it, but you don't relent." Obi ejuma, hufi. Me tie because I'm quite researcher. Me hu ye. Name who be some on tourism, communication, and some Afeku benwa. Baby, I'm so me expertise one meka. Ti obi ejuma. I cannot denigrate. We are focused.
Okay.
We are working hard for Kennedy to win, as predicted, over 50%. Okay. The first thing is to rally the rank and file. Say, communal labor. Obi ameso na yenkonko ye dwuma. Na obeso so sa etimi akam no so we are. It will be very difficult for you to bring the party. Until me bad time. My first sign 60,000 plus 4 and my almost 20 years. Yenim de yehu. Sansam no so a delegates nugu enyehe.
Okay. Into 2020
January
2023 primaries no. Now why na support no?
Alan Chamatin.
Oh
yes, and
open
open. Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Quadro be we ka say nene dey na honorable Alan Chamatin ko honorable Afeku when the because the way I was born the kwa was the
relationship was very good. Yes.
So the person I don't know what go be.
Me no me were MPP. Me ka say Oche Paul Adom bisa me na say me no me were MPP. And a year Alan no owo MPP. It is say ofi MPP my principles and my allegiance is to the new patriotic party. But you didn't kasaya so and some make us way there. I say Ruth Naomi way them into me and I'm it's very 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 nice.
Okay.
I mean from 2001 oh yeah ambassador of Washington politics now obi a onim na onim no he's a fine gentleman and I made it very clear to the team so me dear papa na me pɛ no cause me pɛ sa yeru akofo do ka sɛ okwa wona be banti ma dream no e wa na nam say ye nyina
aye cancer
it's on tapes it's in secondary takwa na me wo bi esi wo secondary yeru papa wo so ankomane constituency ni gina stage so nti me no in my wisdom and humility no na nka say ye nyina ye be ko ni say this election America no it could go south nti ofi mu no I'm say okay then what do? So our time, we knew be there. then you know you have to do what you have to do.
Okay.
And that time in the crano, say na ye wa be mu na me wo after. Into phone calls na ba na say nyina ye ko say that's what you have to do.
Oh, sir.
And uncle, oh, we abna baby am do dem abu 50. Na fe na be kata.
Wow, it's not just any mo amu pe.
Debbie.
And as I been mo dey support Dr. Bawumia. There was a directive.
Oh,
that's what I say. Oh,
there was my parliament that you have a 3-line whip, and then everybody to say
yeah, of course, more supporting him.
The candidate of 2024 elections.
Dr. Bawumia.
And said, we a media person. I'm focused on my candidate for the
2024 candidate.
Yes, and no. And see, we don't need to belabor the point. Ankoye. Say any abamu bi won ti say whip no enye adwuma. President Chief of Staff ni wo. Asanya me nkora beta ma wo de waso from vice ni wo, MC ni wo, minister ni wo. Obia nti grassroots no the owo pe no they will be able to exercise freely.
Okay.
Na nyame nchadum kodua na be kan ye nkra na metu kwan say Yewura Kennedy and a lobby say former executives, former appointees in so omoma akwenya momo to be timiti me to be nti nyina be kwa kwato a wo hwe wachi me a delegate me a delegate with the capital D nti yetie from na yetie wiem na yetie soro na mframa na airborne enye first time be esi Yewura Kofo airborne no. I was in the US with nenwom no Jake no JA Kofo but no mo no gina nyina na omodoso nso Kofo went through. Yewura Akofado 208 ye call ye anyeye 2012 na dida na we kro me dem na otiko ye ne ko Ghana nyina nso omo chinchimi yensa eje but 2016 no na utie forma nipa ni nyina ye ena one for no ama ye ntuo se sia baby aye we abena me ko Roman woso okwa sorry fakrum na ye pop survey wo beti ensam wo gate ya no ame ba de o pe baby ma me de me ka say ma fakere de abaye ntuo say advantage aden na wo di baby ame wo nti it is the voices on the ground that will manifest on 31st of January. Ahobrasimwa jatem didie ne koka no enye dwuma. Okay, so now focused.
You think say this particular elections no eba say the basic ko be hu say fair because now there's nothing like government machinery working towards one
word.
person.
Exactly. Government machinery
bia ye muda honom obia se bi e wo nadweno kwa kwache intimidation bia ni bia.
It's free and fair. Ena nyame nchadom enra me dem follow bibia nkakra election committee call police. Any IGP no koye meeting into cordoning of the voting area no o metwa ba ni bia woni bibia ye wo ha hwe no TV so nti enye afi na matchofo bi be ye lifting of weight bia o enye adwuma if you are not a delegate o ma fancy wumrem nti plan so then we ye one man one vote to ya na okọ and they will count it transparently and everything will be free and fair. Me makumu no the tie no menim say ana committee no ebe manako nti say internal
nti say ni nyina kọ ne sa na hu say bibia ye free bibia ye fair na say de usi ka no delegate na ekoto enye grassroots ni nyina na ekoto nti say ko ba ne say o man choose your candidate na ko ye different person obey there
and I catch us the candidate na ye di nechi no on the 2nd of January at Love Temple Dag Hiwa Mills era of penny na story eho na yeah Thanksgiving or kan tunanum to kan that is the mark of a leader say eya kansie media mi wojedie say mo besoma me na nyame mpenwu sa nkoba ne sa ye nyina ye bekabo not one of them mentie and agina baby akante no ekra chiros abrantie o wakukuduro wo kontokwa wo mu didi watem wo mu de nsam to so in spite of all that your vision is clear. I want to create jobs, I want to lead the nation, I want to expand what I've done nemom said the nyina ye election at nsankoni say we will rally together and move. That is the hallmark of a statesman. Nti ye de ye wa rehiremu say nyame beton supaguso obemma totobonsu ahye nsu yie and on the 31st esoro any form ebekasa na sumtwe aba party no no an
okay na who said and am kind say in as much as we support no say different candidates do you think some will be me win in 2028
my dear a form for na kasa who vote you lose here who asantimemo nene ya 600,000 people did not vote and that is our stronghold because the penman farmer into yantu it is done factual we hear research will be yes. Western region, we lost by 200,000 plus votes. 17 seats in 2. And no crab, and Tokwa Honeja. And this for no money be paid no mujemu.
Listen, how? Generous or more with me and no mujemu. Miss say, yeah, what for me? So be a NPR. And then baby, so the Omoproman Famba, aside presidential. Baby, MP, so the Omoproman Famba.
Oh, Abesinko, into there we are focused. Me say Western region na me fi. You nya 2 seats.
Okay.
Efia Abrante no win with your vote onya na bro presidential candidate so no. Na ahomete.
Okay.
And the other one was like 120 margin between the NDC candidate and our candidate. So it was very contentious. And I wish na bebre ya no mwanya na. And this one no mwanya bi. Nti am say eye. Ba me sraw abana ye kwa akoto no. Ebe ya adwebre o. Me dey fa we fidie so maka che delegates anya ntokwa. Enenya temdidie enenya ntwato so nipa naba wakana dwen wachiro na niswade hu no watie wapensempensemu wahwe enum no ukokodu box no yate eye prasa waka we wo mu namba bi na binum ya ye party for bi na say abana ma so 31st no wo mu atu ahyeda enti wafidie so UTV ko ba bia yesra mu aba no 31st 37 ye bepon 2 ebe ba so ti yesra wo ye delegate utie fidie kese abana nso bebom ebeba so yesrem
ti me de be na wochi anopa nonso
ye bo no mienu a ya to ebi twen se mi kodi mi dwana bia ma ba beto ne prekum wodo ye wura Kennedy asore ntam abane beba so eyeda etwa to ewo January mu anopa nonso ho watu waba na me wa yehim se party no ebe organize mo transport ni ade nyesa aspirants obi abe ne bus ne delegate na ma nti party no nhwe ho no so ye kwa apro no na delegate ni bisa bus be na be ba me wo asumesi te bia bus bi besu amemfo nti se ho no mo hwe na mo ma party no se de mo ye ndadada na mo de party bus e ba no obi afu bi ene bus no no obi aye ne campaign ko do ground wa na watwa so ba enye adwebro enye asomdwe ye petumi enne ye pe
okay now ebi mo yanya nte ye se obekọ national women
ene what you know so say the be me predict
no but this is no crabs are home
we are trying. My focus is Kennedy.
The entire make
a distraction ni bi
Frederick Boedi Edia but Honorable Catherine Ablema Afeku has sealed the victory for Ken Ohene Agyapong as the next NPP flag bearer. The incoming NPP National Women's Organizer. Super.
Abena.
Nipa no ene edebaye.
Mesi we no ye de Yesu gina popo no so na na kwa na ye Japan no 31st January ye wie no a.
I
don't want to be distracted. Okay. My focus is Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. Securing the majority vote to cross the presidential primaries and take on presidential campaign. Na no wie no a onse ye wie no na kwan na bie ene opese okwa Germany opese okwa Japan no na obetina fidie so na waka no but for right now the focus is Kennedy #1, Kennedy winning and Kennedy bringing the rank and file together with his PhD technology, patriotism, honesty and discipline. And I train. Te hona makuma ni nyina ne mahoden no bese eko. Yes, I say yes, you know, upon us now. Acquired by me, my pano, me, my wahindi. Okay. Focus. My eye is on the ball.
I see. Now, you share a job creation. It be most what can say the way honorable say is here passionate, you know. We be a new dear. Now, so say we a private person now way juma. A different from say, because I make creative mama or mine. I'm will be any juma and also one son.
There are antecedents. Oh, a politics here, yeah, you bet me a bias kakra in terms of your explanation. Memini were Italy. Silvio Berlusconi not a businessman. TV stations a okromo, newspapers a okromo, and media. When he became president, no man a panic. So because he brings the business acumen and the political experience, not the boom. And no, we are a great politician. You are Trump, not a businessman, a real estate mogul. Obabedi and Insambi, a yana, a ye kakra. But he is an astute politician and a businessman. There were examples, baby. Oko Asia, you have a businessman and a politician, and they tend to do well. Okay. They call them disruptive leaders. Omunye quote, Thai, IMF, GDP. They be wabaha say factory or sawmill. They are unconventional and they tend to rule better.
And other
they
people
tend to rule better.
The other view say a basana at the end of the day and the businesses and thrive or the obey su the position to enrich himself now because there's no way so Beshaman can be
that is speculation.
And also,
that is speculation. Mrs. Until I'm a Tiano. Because the baby at the Fabiano, one way you will come. So we have to demystify. And Mr. Kennedy for the past 30-something years now, we're the MP 6 years. And no baby, Mamma Crawford. All can when I come so some mama kwenya may expand no and no dey the twin chain na obi bumpers or running a juma no for Ghana scan question one was also so corruption so and you have heard him over and over. I just have credit who that's here so papa we minimum no once so sa minua no me ba no so he's anti nepotism ne cronism no into there be no believe in success. Now what's our blueprint now? Ghana is like a company. He's going to be the CEO, and the same model of discipline, patriotism, and honesty, will permeate. Mama examples me, Berlusconi. Mesu Jai, ne Italy for shada panicho. Nyame fa increase, my friends say, we dey be mine so, cause on so son same me so. Okay. Chakwe yo kwaji Greenland. Wo ba ye na, so kofie no me ye den. Almost sign friend say they say they want to son you maybe soon bra ade here ukromani and Kennedy stands at the juncture. Ghana needs that. Ghana needs somebody who jolts the sense of patriotism.
Do you want to say he'll be a I mean person may use the word radical but I say be a banner said the city is can be on me katasumo pain no waka. Yes,
but see also be the president. Difference but he is not going to be the type na kata so
because kame papi you say say me bia so na de betu da
eta make say who be the president you rakofado me ne san ma ye adwuma ma no ye ne na campaign na mo ja so ne so obaye no
come
yes the position and the people around you. Presidency and yet he said ye nam na ye pebre dey kan na me show mudi nam adam what na krom ha mo hunu ma we nyina bi ye Rollins ye na ne friend Junior Jesus oyi military taregu na obey civilian when who say there is a certain aura
nti sana ye honorable Ken
wa ye obey dada
a year president
sana ye dada
Pastor Bisu baka say na die ntia yesu hu ye ntia toma no no say na we deceive.
Oh, but it will be a blend. Oh no yes flip 360 no. No say Akufo-Addo wa me yes my president. Nti ene de be manyame wa anya enu bi. Fix it. If you break it, fix it. Ewo ho nipa no wo ye plain or ye courageous and or ye both. But odo nipa.
Okay.
What you yi Kennedy. When it comes to philanthropy, we are and ye kwa pro nya krana or hospitals now ma womo sabe eno nkyere say obi ntumi nya bi but it is part of his DNA. Okay. Ntanya de ebesisant abena bode ru ni bi boa ye ura Kennedy. The honorable me ja to the unto the count. Me just me ja
ko akonti woni delegate enkasa wo mo hwe wonye na say nya me aduma 31st die no mo nye.
Eje pamedasi delegate si ahenefo yes remu ensem de mati bebre and na messages nso aba bebre de hiase si ane se ye de adwebre o abotre kroye ebe koye polling center akotoyaba din na se wo be pese wo be twen ati result awati unya adaje wakofie ma obi emedada o entoto anhwenhu ani sina kofiti sei kwamiti sei won mo gina nyina esefata wakoma mu unim de nasama waka no ato wakoma no so ye nadom ye Kennedy ani daw sɛ wobɛboa no no de nnwuma na ɔba wo mpɛsoa so nneɛma ɔde kyerɛkyerɛ wo no atumi abebie na wayɛ bi wenya anya wo bakora etumiye na ɔdɔ soronko a na ɛwɔ party no mu yewura kofo no abre so yewura kofo adu ma abre so no emra na yɛmfa baako yɛ emfa empeja the new patriotic party yebehia edamase
Yenso yeda wase pa busuafo Honorable Catherine Ablema Afeku, former Minister of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, and then senior member of Honorable Ken the campaign. Yeda sepa.
I remember that in Yami Shroud.
Na we there was a one corner on Babeju secret and the entire always very long, sir.
But when you say a prayer, say one for Ken. Thank you.
Miss Medasi, Mama now I say, Emma when ya waiting ya shade media, Ebepem Sabri, Intene, Eya Bedafon Kita Mudino, Entime, Amma so, and Mamma Fasada, Emma the entire crew, which Janapa. Awo mo ede abome ne throughout Jumedi nyina asada kese nkoma wa wofia wo jibra wo hwen so asada kese pa enko emfa mama menda eye possible beauty house ase one echemi enwi and fefe ntu so order wo de won sabeka sa so and a part vintage ewo eye gba with top base ehonom na wo nti wono so kona koda na won tade hyem nyina fa koda no guest omo pass through ne Jumedi nyina asada kese eye omodia yes sorry situation so say nyame ya domo a ochena adechinsoma ewo honom emma wo na meyimpa ye ma wo onyame ntutu wanam onsi ye why na bia wo ko de problem bebre wo no nyame ntwe won san onkra wo na won san no adwuma onhyira so emfa emma wo medin de abena chei bo ache makram